So I'm going to talk about forgiveness and what really forgiveness is. It's such a deep topic. It's been interpreted in many, many different ways. As you are listening to this, listen really into your heart. Allow the words to guide you into truth. And as you notice any kind of words that come up that bring any kind of uncomfortable feeling, any kind of feeling of conflict or disagreement or whatever, just notice them, or fear or whatever. Just notice them and then put them aside so that you can then look at those particular words as what kind of experience or meaning or memories or whatever that you have brought into yourself, and sort through them, because the interpretation of words is what you do, right? The words that come from the speaker is the best expression for a truth or a heart intention. As you receive the words, they should be in a peaceful, calming, expanding experience that you have. And if they are not, if they are contracting and difficult, then they are alerting you to some belief system that you have within yourself that is outside of the truth, which is a distortion. And then be grateful, because it is the light that shines on the darkness or on the distortion that gives you the ability to make changes in order to enhance the highest and best for your life. So it's pay attention in this communication style of your part in receiving what is being given. This is a preamble to understanding forgiveness. I'm going to work with A Course in Miracles, what they talk about forgiveness. The first aspect of forgiveness is bringing fantasy to truth. So just like I was saying about when you hear a word and it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's alerting you to a thought or a belief that you have that is apart from truth, that is a misconception of what you may believe truth to be. Because belief is not truth. Belief is your interpretation. Truth is constant. Belief helps bring us to the truth. But belief and truth are not synonymous. So reality is forever sinless. It's our own illusion and imagining that creates what we feel needs to be forgiven. So as you're dreaming, the dreamer believes that everything that is happening is real. It's an illusion, the dream, right? You believe it's real. But when you awaken, you realize, oh, that was just a dream. That was illusion. I'm still here okay. Nobody's chasing me. Nobody, hit me or harmed me. So this is really looking at what we believe to be something that is a sin, that it is our illusion. And I realize that some people will have a very hard time connecting with this, but that is just a part of being in the slumber. When we awaken to truth truth will really bring us our peace and our love and our light awareness. So it's in the waking that we get the full release from these illusions of reality, our beliefs. And it's only when we wish to let go of our beliefs, our illusions, that we can actually do that and make room for truth. And truth and awakening is something that is ongoing, expanding our awareness. And beliefs help us get to that place of a greater truth and awareness. So all these belief systems, our religions, our mythologies, our belief in science, or in what the teacher told us about history, or all those things, they help guide us towards the truth. But they have their time when we can let go of them to allow for truth to come in and to continuously bring us in this flow of greater and greater awakening, knowledge, enlightenment. So going forward through life with a humility of like, okay, I know what I know, or I believe I know what I know, yet there's more to know. There's more enlightenment, which we gain from interacting with one another. That's why listening to one another is very important. But because we have such a masculine-driven society where we're so action-oriented and we've got to get our ideas out there and we've got to do our stuff, then we don't allow for that kind of feminine holding, giving space for something new. And, if you think of a woman who has a womb that gives birth to a whole new life, she just holds the space. She's not in there like directing how these cells are going to grow and how that hair is going to grow and those noses and stuff. She's just holding the space and letting nature take its course. When we have a conversation, which is both the giving of information or words or expression and the receiving of the expression, then we have to find that balance and be the receiver as well as the giver. Oftentimes we have this need to get our thoughts out, so we'll interrupt each other without really getting the full expression before we draw an opinion upon it. So the concept of forgiveness, letting go, I'm trying to wrap this up, and I feel like there's a lot of loose ends there. I will wrap this up in again, going back to what I was saying in the beginning as a preamble. It's paying attention to how you receive these words, this message, this expression. Paying attention to your receiving is paying attention to the divine feminine within, the divine yin, the divine space that allows for new creation to come out of it. Pay attention to how you've received this message, and if you want to listen to it a few times, stop and pause it and write down the words or the concept or the thought that makes you uncomfortable. Then work with yourself on it to see what are my belief systems, what are my thoughts behind what this word means, what this concept is, what I hear being said. If you can observe yourself, and it's just pure neutral observation. There is no judgment in this. There is no right and wrong. It's just observation, getting to know yourself, getting to know thyself. In knowing yourself, you are empowered. So as you observe how you received what is being conveyed, then you will get more information looking deeper into, okay, what are my belief systems? The belief system is like my placenta that holds my soul until I can birth into awareness and true full beingness of who I am. And you need that placenta for a while. You need your belief systems for a while. But if you're birthing into an awakenedness, you get to a point where you don't need it anymore, where you simply are. You simply react. You simply are this complete divine spiritual being, and don't need the belief systems anymore. We need the relationships, because it's through relationships and reflecting off of one another that we actually find our deeper truth. We access the truth, and the truth is expansive. It's expanding all the time. It's the relationships that we need, the words and how we receive it. We reflect upon that, and we appreciate ourselves for what we are. And then we just go forward, expanding even more as we connect, as we listen and pay attention to our listening, our active listening. Our listening is just as important, maybe more important than our expression, because in our listening, we are absorbing and we are growing and expanding. In our expression, we're feeding and allowing others to expand in what we should be aware of. So go forth in this day with blessings.